gotta go.
Sell the team. Come on, man.
The team, you motherfuckers.
Hold my
garbage.
beer and
You're
sell
out.
that fucking team, man. Sell it quick.
McCaskey is a fucking 4-letter word.
It shouldn't even be a 4-letter word. It shouldn't be allowed in the English language. It is fucking garbage. It's garbage.
Rough.
If that was my last name, I'd change my fucking last name.
And Judd, tell me if you know this. I saw a story that said Virginia McCaskey, at one point, there was thoughts that George Hallis Jr. he died.
Yeah, mugs or whatever. you call them.
And there was
mugs. Something.
no, there was word on the street that people don't still know if it was Virginia. Like there's a thought that
Oh, she killed him now.
there was. I swear, someone had a story about it. Like his death was very timed.
Interesting.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was reading that today.
Well, we got to look more into that. Now we're detectives.
Where's Unsolved Mysteries?
Look,
when you
let
need
me
them?
tell you
We're like Scooby Doo.
The Bears have been dead for a long time, at least since '85. Shout out to this Christmas present, my favorite Christmas present. Another shout out. We want to thank our sponsor, High Five, local infusion dispensary in Batavia. They make delicious sublingual strips and vape infused fucking cannabis. They're delicious. They're available at a lot of spots that don't sponsor us. So fuck them. And speaking of sponsors, this week's liquor sponsor, who got us a bottle of Tito's and got us some Busch Light. This is a big shout out to Ryan Boston. And he wanted to say hi to everybody and fuck everybody else in Silo. So thank you, Ryan Boston.
Thank you, Ryan.
We'll mention you a few more times.
Magic
Absolutely.
Mike.
Yeah.
Magic Mike.
Did we have a nice? Did we have a sponsor last week?
I'm sure we did. I don't remember. I drink too much. And
Holy
Yeah. Oh, you guys
shit.
came in fucking.
Did we do a
hot.
show last week?
We did it. We
were
did do a
fucking-
show.
I was high as shit
I
and
wasn't here.
also sick.
We ran over a hobo
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the way
yeah,
at the bus stop.
yeah. That was weird too because we were on a bicycle.
We
That
were,
motherfucker just like
yeah.
Yeah,
we
we
were
were
on a
riding-
tandem bike.
we were riding a tandem bike with a basket on the front with the booze in it. So
There's one less homeless person in Batavia, Illinois.
yeah, hey, you're welcome, Batavia.
Yeah.
you know, cleaning up the streets.
He's good for the whole community.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
Speaking of cleaning up, we're gonna have a fucking cleanup off season.
Wow.
We have 13 UFAs, 13 on the
That's
Bears.
the list I sent, right?
The whole
Yeah.
list of shenanigans, the important ones, important. Keenan Allen. A lot of people think that he's helping out Caleb somehow, some way.
I think if anything, he's going to him too much.
I feel like he's become a safety blanket that's not the right one to have. Like, make that a doomsday because you're gonna be with him for the next 5
Yep.
years.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing Rome's dad post about shit.
Yeah, and Rome's
Yeah.
dad should just
The
shut the
actual
fuck up
fucking-
anyway.
Is he
Yeah.
posting?
Yeah, like the
Every week,
like fucking
someone
the
will
ball.
post that it says Rome on any other team would have had 1,100 yards. His count
Yeah,
was 15.
You know what? Rome on any other hands would have had like fucking 9 catches last week.
Yeah, he dropped a bunch.
everything that came at him.
In fairness, they all do.
So
I mean,
it's like
fucking everybody.
everybody would be better on another team. Thank you
Yeah.
for that fucking knowledge that we did.
Everybody be
Everybody-
better.
Literally
With a different
everybody on the
franchise.
Bears would be better anywhere except
Well,
for the Jets.
For these guys, do you want to go through them one by one? Say
Oh, there's
sign
a-
or resign?
There's a ton, but like, okay,
Just the top ones.
Keenan Allen, sign or resign. I think he's
No.
going to get money somewhere else. I don't want him.
I say
don't want him.
Daryl Taylor, Patrick Scales, Jack Sanborn, everyone else. See you later.
So it's a big list. There's some defensive ends. You got Taylor, Skelton, Homer. Mercedes Lewis is about to celebrate his 900th year on the planet.
Virginia came in the league of the same year.
Yeah, you got Bourne. Like, there's some players on there, but I would
Bourne,
like
no.
to keep
Dude, was the
Sanborn.
internet even invented when Mercedes Lewis started?
Yeah, Sanborn, I would definitely keep.
Sanborn is important, and a guy
Great
that,
depth.
depending on what kind of money he wants, and it is depending on if our fucking GM who loves to just pick up linemen off the street, Jenkins is going to be a free agent this year.
I think
Unless he takes a $10 million deal, if he asks for anything
he's-
close to 15 or 13, see ya.
he's got to go. He's just fucking. He gets injured every single
you know,
game.
when you pay him, you're paying him for 12 games, not 16.
I think I read he had it was something like it's 5 or 6 different injuries this year. Different parts of the body.
It's crazy.
Like, what the
get it.
fuck, dude?
And I'm not comparing myself to an NFL offensive lineman, but I played offensive line for 9 years. There's a lot of injuries. This guy's literally like making stuff up. Like, he's on the sidelines. He's like, "Oh, I got that calfitis."
About this.
What? Yeah, doctor says I need a caffeotomy. Not gonna happen, man. And like I said, unless like Henry said, even at 10 million, I think you're overpaying the guy.
I give
If
him
you can
1
get-
year. He's
you
got
can
to
get-
stay healthy next year.
you can
1
get a-
year, 10 million. Otherwise, see you later.
I mean, I wouldn't mind on a 1-year prove it deal thing, if he was willing to take that.
Which I don't think.
I don't think he is either necessarily, but I don't know. Maybe he has so many injuries, nobody's gonna be interested.
A team like the Giants or the Jets,
No, you know who's going to do it? The Patriots, because they suck so bad they'll take anybody at this point.
their line is
Their light is worse than ours.
rough.
Really?
I don't know. Like I said,
Watch a Patriots game.
I said
If-
this-
Caleb holds the ball too long. Drake May has 3 seconds.
Literally,
Tops.
as the ball is getting into his hands, a linebacker's like on
yeah.
his shoulder,
the linebacker's hands in the ball off the snap, like here, buddy, and now you're sacked.
looking for this motherfucker.
They basically have the defender handed to Drake May.
I'd mentioned this before you got here, Judd, but a stat popped up. And it was last week, the week before, but they were going through the starting offensive lineman for the Bears, and you had the number 1 pick, or a first round pick rather, in Darnell Wright, which is was he top 10?
Yeah, he was number 10.
Number 10. Okay,
Yep.
and then the 4 other starters, 2 undrafted, 1 6th, and 1 7th rounder. That's who the Bears have rolling out there. And Brian Poles famously said, "This year we have depth. You're gonna have to compete for
Yeah.
the roster
It's
spot."
going to be
on this
hard to
team."
make your
Yeah,
spot.
It'd be hard to
he
make
meant-
this
he-
team,
Yeah,
yeah.
he meant all unrestricted free agent depth.
Yeah, it's
They're all equal.
Talk about lines that come back to haunt you. The Ryan Poles there, and then Caleb Williams to Taylor.
The punter.
You're not gonna have to punt the ball. It's just-
well on that. So
There's ahead of him in yards.
I
this
know
season.
we've been talking wish lists for next season. Henry sent out this great thing about what the Bears need to get done for next year for sure. And on the wish list that we all agreed with was we got to get rid of Poles. I think everybody's done with him. I think the guy has
Fortunately, I am now.
done all right. But if you're gonna bring in a new coach, you got to bring in a new
Let's
GM.
do it right for once.
Pair them up together. Yeah, try something new.
Let the guy
Fucking function.
let Kevin Warren pick his guy with
I
the
didn't
head
know
coach.
about
goes
Kevin
all
Warren picking
together.
it though. That's the problem. Who's picking the fucking GM?
Here's
Kevin
the
Warren's
thing,
not even
man.
a football guy. He's a fucking.
I think
Yes, he is.
They hired him to build the stadium.
Kevin Warren did an amazing job with what he did in LA, and then he went into Minnesota. He did a lot of good things. The guy ran the fucking
Big Ten.
the Big Ten forever.
Yeah, but
He knows what he's doing when it comes to running an organization. It'll be new, but it'd be really nice if somebody like him didn't ask a guy like Bill Polian, who's hired our fucking GMs the last like 9 times for whatever reason. Just literally get a very small group together, some former coaches, some former GMs, and bring in a guy like Louis Riddick or Ryan Clark and really just fucking set the NFL on fire. Because if you get rid of Poles, you let like guys like Jenkins go, you let guys like Edmonds go.
Yeah, I think Edmund, Swift, and Santos. See you later.
Yeah, you get them all out of
Wow.
there.
well,
And-
Swift's under contract there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
is-
it's really great. So are all of them.
But-
Bye.
but his contract isn't huge, and it's a small hit. And if you could get like a running back in the draft, like we probably plan on doing somewhere in the 5th, 6th round, I think you put a lot more weight on Roshan and go, hey, this is why we drafted you. And you got Homer still. Homer's going to be a free agent, but Homer's not getting crazy money. You could keep Homer on the team, and then if you brought in another running back, like you're good to go.
Like I said, dude. I did a mock drafts this week. There's a lot of good middle round running backs. There's only a couple of top ones. If we get the guy out of Penn State, Nick Singleton, he's like 6 foot 240.
Henry
He's a beast.
is hard as fuck for this guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
If we draft this guy, Henry's buying a
Yeah.
jersey that day.
I'm not.
Getting a tattoo
gonna
on
have
his calf. They're gonna get married. It's gonna be like the gayest.
You
most
know what? Now we're
amazing
not
thing
going to get any running backs because you're
Yeah,
ruined.
we're
ever.
gonna
We ruined it for all of us.
have to put up a jizz shield
Oh jeez,
every episode, dude.
Judd's got one of those in every
I don't
car.
like
he
that
owns.
much. I just, he looks like the best rated running back in the middle.
He looks good.
The guy out of Iowa is the 3rd rated running back, and they said that he's good at everything and not great at anything. I don't
Yeah.
want that guy.
Yeah, we already got a team.
We get plenty of those guys.
I don't know. Matt Forte was pretty fucking good.
Matt Forte was great.
Matt
He was
Forte.
good at everything. I wouldn't say he was great at
He
any
was
one
great
thing.
at cutting.
I love me some Matt Forte.
I think he was good at everything, though.
I was so mad when they let Matt Forte go.
He was above average at everything, but he wasn't great at anything.
Yes,
he was a
he
good
was.
blocker. He was
Dude,
he
go
was a
watch
good
his
route
highlights of
runner.
cutting. So many defenders were like, "Oh, and he's over there."
Yeah,
He was good at cutting.
Matt Forte's
Great at
solid.
cutting.
He'll be in the Hall of Fame.
All right, so
Matt
guys,
Forte-
Oh, I don't know about that.
What do you- hey, what do you-
No, I don't
No.
think so.
Hall of Famer. Dude,
I
they're
don't
letting
think so.
everybody in now.
Okay.
They just let in Devin
You go too
Hester. They're
far.
letting in
Well, fucking
Punt
Devin
returns.
Hester is the absolute greatest to ever do it. still, by the way, my favorite sports sign of all time was the Christmas game with Devin Hester, and it said, "Don't bother giving Devin Hester a Christmas present; he'll just return it."
Yeah, classic. Devin Hester's a god.
Fucking goat,
Yeah.
dude.
Speaking of wish lists, this is kind of our New Year's Eve show. The day it's going. What's a wish list item for you, Judd, for next year? What do you got going on for 2025 that you want to see happen? Anything?
It's all new ownership with me. That's it.
You're just going to focus solely on
I want-
new ownership for every sports organization in
We-
Chicago.
that's what.
Not
we're-
every sports organization.
Yeah, well, 2 at least.
Blackhawks
My
are fine.
Bulls and the
with-
Bears.
Yeah, well, if you
Bulls,
get rid-
Bears, definitely.
Bulls, Bears, might as well sell the White Sox.
Well, yeah, I mean the White Sox would go into that umbrella.
They're
We
going to
just
sell
don't
the
care.
White Sox once Reinsdorf dies, but they're keeping the Bulls to torture our fucking souls forever.
Hey,
So we got the
Does anyone know how to get a contact with Diddy? So
Yeah, he's got to have some dirt on the
Hey,
McCaskies.
think about it.
it involves KY. It involves KY. I guarantee
Hey,
that.
No. Think about it. When he started his label, the other 4 people that he started with all randomly died from like random heart things. All 4 of them.
Yeah, they're saying that he was poisoning people with a
My point exactly.
was it arsenic
So
or
now
something.
we don't
Or
have
was
to
it,
kill our owners. They can just randomly
yeah,
die
they-
from heart things.
that
Well, we
was-
could just maybe Vladimir Putin becomes, on the board and starts helping the Bears, and then people are going out windows.
Well, hey man,
However,
I want the
whatever
Saudi
works.
royal family to buy the team. We went over this fucking last week.
Good.
I'll take
Lord.
Putin owning the
I will
Bears
take
over.
Yeah, well, what-
Elon Musk. I'll take fucking
Where
Bezos.
has this gone? This conversation.
I'll take anybody than this fucking
What-
family.
All
What
right.
dictator do you want to run the Bears?
There's your.
What's your
There's
top 3 dictators?
There's Judd's wish list. Putin to own the Bears. What about you, Henry?
Let's go Bezos.
Oh, you want Bezos coming in? Yeah. What are they
the
going to call?
Chiefs-
I
Gonna
want
call them
Amazon Stadium. We're
the
gonna be
Chicago
floating.
Amazons.
We're gonna float above the river.
The Chiefs,
above
the Chiefs
lake.
have Gracie Hunt, and we've got Virginia McCaskey.
If they can stream live sporting events better than fucking Netflix, then I'm all for it.
I like it. What about you, Bobby? What's
dude,
your wish?
I think it's there's only one answer. That's the Saudi royal family. They are the richest family in the world. They have more money than every billionaire in the United States.
Look,
They
Got that
and
BP
look
money.
look what they did to golf.
I
They just bought everyone.
love where you guys' heads at, but I'm gonna not be a selfish prick, and I'm gonna wish for world hunger to end. You guys just worry about
Oh,
yourselves, and
That wasn't my wish list. That was just
Well,
me wanting what I wanted for the Bears.
I'm a hungry Bears fan right now.
It's not
you
even
know?
that much world hunger anymore.
Yeah, that's right, dude.
So much
No
food
one's
out there.
hungry. There's so much fucking food, dude. You check my fridge. If you're hungry, come over.
speaking of eating good, man, Sammy Sosa's gonna be eating some fucking goddamn Cubs cookies at the Cubs con
Officially, fully invited.
With his-
We'll be there.
With his half-ass apology.
with his white as fuck body. Have you
You think
seen
he's gonna
Sammy Sosa
blackface?
lately?
No.
well,
Have you not seen Sammy
I
Sosa
mean-
lately?
Is he even whiter than?
Michael Jackson white.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he'll do blackface.
Wait,
Judd, he is whiter than Michael Jackson.
you know what he is?
Find the photo of.
But-
If you have not seen
I
what
will put
Sammy Sosa looks like currently, we're gonna put up
I'm
on.
gonna put
screen.
the photo up.
He's whiter than me.
But no,
It's
No.
weird. 100%.
no, Shamrock.
Wow.
Shamrock. There's literally a picture of him. This is the one I'm going to put up. I promise I will find it. If I can't find it, I will make it myself. But it's him in the stages of Neapolitan ice cream. And it's him as black, then pink, then white. Okay, he's got some color back now.
He is.
He's got some color back. No, he was fucking white.
He's a little
But
whiter than that.
they literally had
Oh, yeah.
all 3 shades of Sammy next to a carton of Neapolitan ice cream.
Good
and it
old
was
Sammy Sosa.
Perfect, dude.
You know what? Good on the Cubs for bringing him
He
back
should be back, dude.
because anybody who really loves baseball, I know Judd's like
Fucking-
a huge baseball fan like myself.
I
baseball
was
fan.
too.
If it wasn't for Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa
Oh, yeah.
steroiding the fuck out of those
And
years,
Barry Bonds.
baseball dies.
Do we bring Mark
Lit-
McGuire to this convention as well? His son's on our
Literally,
minor league team.
baseball was dying. Nobody was
Yes,
going.
you're right.
And they started that home run race, and baseball blew up. Everybody made money. Everybody went to games.
Yep.
I ditched school so much. I was in high school. It was amazing. It was incredible with Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, and then Barry Bonds was like, "Hey, if y'all taking steroids, I got to
He's like-
get a big head too."
He's like, I was already good at baseball. Now let me take steroids and show you what that really looks
They
like.
literally have him in the fucking Hall of Fame when they put him in twice. Steroids free Barry Bonds and all his stats.
Well,
and
that's
then
how good he
steroid
was.
spots.
He was so
so
good. He was so good pre-steroids. I saw somebody. I'm sorry, Henry, but I saw somebody and they were talking about. They polled a bunch of people and like, would you rather have Shohei Ohtani right now or steroid prime Barry Bonds? And everybody picked Ohtani. And it's like, do you not know the numbers
Yeah,
that Barry Bonds was putting up? Like he literally was on base. It was something like 30% of the time.
Depends though. If
He-
you get
he only-
full Shohei with pitching and he's healthy, I'll take that.
He only had like 70 or 80 games in 4 years where he was not on base. 4 years.
That's crazy.
Like I'm saying, that, no, when you actually go back and look at those stats, it is fucking wild. I wish I would have had them ready because I know we were going to go down this route. But to go check them out, maybe I'll bring it up next week. It's amazing.
So there was I just saw it. It was an interview with AJ Brzezinski. Barry Bonds hit
Good old AJ.
Barry Bonds hits. I don't know what number it was, but it was to tie Willie McCovey or Willie Mays. Sorry,
Willie Mays, yeah.
Willie Mays on home runs. He did it, and he went in the locker room that night and said, "Hey, I'm not hitting another home run for the next 5 games. We're on the road. I'm not hitting one until we get back home, so I can beat it with Willie there. So you guys better do
Wow.
your job." So all he did was go like 12 for like 15 on doubles. Bam,
Yeah.
bam.
Choking
And you know what he
on
said?
the bat.
First game back in San Fran, he goes, "I'm going to tie him tonight." Bam. Next day, he goes, "I'm doing it today." Boom. He did it as he did. AJ goes, "I've never seen anything like this.
Wow.
I suck. This guy's telling me every day what he's going to do, and he does it."
If he
Calling the
wouldn't have taken
shots.
steroids, he'd still be a top 3 to 5 baseball player of all time. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, he was that
Be up
fucking
there,
good.
for sure.
I mean, it's the only one ever with 500 home runs, 500 steals, right? I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. We'll have to fact check me. This is where we need the challenge flag, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I'm right on that.
Hey, anybody that wants to, we're starting a new thing next week, and I know football's almost done, but fuck it, we like football. We're gonna get a challenge flag, and basically, if any of us don't agree with something that's going on the show, we can throw the challenge flag, and then we're gonna go to the stat fact checker Henry here to figure it out. And we'd love somebody to sponsor that challenge flag, so we could say something clever like
We'll get you printed.
Henry's tree cutting challenge flag, brought to you
Yeah,
by
by Henry's
Henry's
Tree
Tree Cut.
Company. Hypothetical
You know-
company that
you know,
definitely
just-
doesn't exist
And that's not me.
No, it's definitely not like a spot.
until they sponsor.
But you should check out Henry's Tree Company. And you know what, Henry? Fuck it. You're sponsoring the challenge flag. You're in. Get us some hoodies, get us some hats, get us a flag.
For sponsorship, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, no, we're
Oh.
forcing the sponsorship upon Henry. He's doing okay. He can buy us some airplane.
He agreed to
tutors.
a lot of stuff when he was drunk.
All right, so
Yeah, he did.
Speaking
He
of,
really did.
speaking of steals, did you guys see this going around on stuff? Ricky Henderson had
Gotta love Ricky.
796 steals, leading off an inning or a game.
What?
Yeah, he had that.
That's so fucking
Here,
wild.
so actually, 796 walks. That's what I mean.
Oh.
Walks leading off an inning or a game. So meaning you already know he's getting a second and third probably,
Yeah.
right? They went and did the check. In the Hall of Fame, 45% of the people currently in the Hall of Fame don't have that many walks in their career.
Good.
Wow.
Just the walks batting first in the inning or in the game.
I mean, just Ricky was
Jesus.
Ty-
Ricky was
on
unreal.
another.
He's the
fucking
greatest
level.
of all time.
An
Yeah.
insane
Yeah.
stat.
And
Well,
now that
at
they
what he
changed the
did.
rules, that it's so different. Everybody's going to smash all these
Dude, now
records.
the base is the size of this fucking
and
table now.
the pitcher can't throw over there 35 times. He did
Yeah.
that when you could just sit there and stop the whole day to try and stop him, and you still couldn't stop him.
That's kind of the fun thing about baseball, though. It's like there's no real like. I mean, you can go Otani, Babe Ruth, whatever, like go. But I mean, there's just so many, like, you know, the Nolan Ryans and fucking the Ricky Hendersons. Well, he's just in a box of his own. You know,
For
he
steals,
was
he's-
just a completely different beast.
Ricky,
You know,
Ricky
Suzuki, fucking. Oh my god! I mean, like that is a fun thing about baseball.
He was
I
a
truly love
fucking beast. One of
God, he's great.
talking about a beast of a fucking day. Henry hit us with his stat on our phones earlier. Zach Ertz, man. If you didn't read it, Judd probably didn't because he was probably drinking
I
or
read it.
showering.
Drinking and
Or
showering.
drinking in the shower.
Crying, drinking beer in the shower.
Zach Ertz had a hell of a day. So not only does he catch a touchdown that sends his team into the playoffs, right?
Yep.
So that's awesome.
Yeah,
That particular touchdown was his 6th of the year, which got him a bonus of $250K. That particular catch was his 60th of the year, which got him $250K. That particular yardage got him over 600 yards for the season, which got him $250K. So he got $750,000
And to top it off,
his fucking mom's birthday.
yeah.
All that happened on his mom's birthday.
And have you seen his wife?
yeah, she played for
And
the
to top
Chicago
off
Red
the top
Stars.
off, yeah.
Yeah.
She played on the Chicago Red Stars with Dansby Swanson's wife and with which other one? There was another. JJ Watt's wife.
There was talk of Ertz coming to Chicago because of that
Yeah.
connection. And I
Before
really wish
she
he would have.
retired. Yeah.
Really wish he would have because that would have been great. But talk about having a fucking all-time day.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And won the game. We talked about that. The most important thing of
Yeah,
all.
won the game.
The
and
game winner.
Send him to the playoffs.
Sends
And,
to the playoffs
I mean,
and 730,000.
that's
and
something.
birthday.
That's something you can't fuck with. But Judd, What's something you won't fuck with? Let's get back to that.
But I told you I'm not fucking with these Chicago owners anymore. And not that I fucking really fucked with them before, but Ryan's. I'm done. They gotta go. Like my mission in life is to
Yeah.
get rid of these fucks. First, the fucking McCaskies.
Well,
No, that's the only reason we're doing this anymore.
You are locked in.
It's to get rid of them.
That's gonna have to
Hats,
be one
hats
of our
and
first
T-shirts to
merch.
come, and I think we fucking start.
Yeah, we got some
We get our
amazing.
torches out. It's fucking time.
Yeah.
to
We
run
got some
these
amazing
fucks out.
swag coming.
My dad left the Bears a hefty voicemail on his season ticket line after last game.
Fred.
When you get a bunch of angry whites with tiki torches,
I don't know if you noticed.
it's
It's not
dangerous.
just whites. It's the
Oh
whole
no,
fucking
no, the whole
community.
city's united.
I've seen so many amazing reels and stuff on TikTok of people just being like, "I can't do it anymore."
Yeah.
I have a 7-year-old son. He's amazing.
Yeah.
These guys have met him. Bronson's fucking epic. He loves the Bears. He said to me a couple weeks ago, I know I brought this up on the show, "Hey, Dad, can I pick a different team?" And I'm at a point where I'm like, you know what? Go AFC. Let me know who you're talking about. So my son is currently still a Bears fan, but when the Bears are out of it, which they always are, he's rooting for the Ravens. He said the
Yeah.
Ravens are his team. He likes the name. He likes like the link to like, you know, Nordic crazy Viking stuff, and he likes that they're fucking good. Every time we watch the
That
Ravens,
helps.
he's like, the Ravens got 40 points, and then we're watching the Bears the other day, 6-3.
All right.
Literally the definition of football. They were only allowed to use their feet. Like, what the fuck was
Hey,
that?
at least they didn't lose 31-2.
Well, what
Houston friggin' Texans.
what was the fun stat from the broadcast? It was Chicago and lost to Seattle 6-3 once already this year. It was the White Sox and the Mariners.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, in the third quarter, it was sometime in the third quarter, both teams were 7-4 in receptions total. That was it.
I mean, it's fucking brutal.
It was one of the saddest games I've ever watched. But you did get a few good things out of Caleb in that game. And speaking of Caleb, he is, as Henry, the stat master, Magoo over here, only one quarterback in the NFL has over 3,300 yards throwing, 18 passing TDs, 6 or fewer interceptions, and 450 yards rushing. Only one quarterback in the NFL.
And that guy is Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams, and he's the first ever rookie to do it. That's pretty insane.
Now, speaking of other good rookies, Judd, I want you to see if you can name these.
Oh, this is
Currently in the NFL, you could basically say the best quarterback playing currently, like is just after this last week, best quarterback in the NFC and the AFC, the best receiver in the AFC and the NFC, and the best rookie receiver in the AFC and NFC. Who do you got?
This is a crazy stat.
here's the
Jeff.
thing. All right,
It's gonna blow your mind.
Think about who just got his team potentially into the playoffs after being 4-8.
Joe Burrow.
Bingo. Where did he go? LSU. Who just got his team as a rookie into the playoffs?
Oh shit,
Jaden
Jaden
Daniels. Who is the best receiver in the AFC? Jamar Chase.
It's March 8th, for
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
Who's the best receiver in the NFC? Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson, yeah.
Oh, LSU.
All else.
Who are the best rookie receivers currently in the AFC and NFC?
This one will get you a bit.
Malik Neighbors in the Giants, Brian Thomas for the Jaguars. Oh, last time I checked, all went to LSU.
All
Man.
LSU, which is why
Fucking
Henry
Pro Factory, dude.
has a fucking boner for the tackle out of LSU.
No, I actually want the guy out of Texas.
Out of Texas.
You prefer the Texans?
Kelvin Banks.
Okay.
I want him, and then we draft Jake Majors, the center, in the third or fourth round. You have two linemen out of Texas. They know each other. That'll help.
Henry has a lot of crazy drafts and some ideas, and I like them all. I think the Bears got to go O tackle, and they're gonna end up being in the top 10, probably 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Currently ninth before last week. I think there might be seventh now.
7, 8, 9's looking really good. But Henry actually, while we were waiting on a few things, he had this idea. So the Bills have
Two
He-
picks, which
two-
they're going to be towards the end of the round, depending on where they finish.
2 picks at the end of the second round.
Yep.
And he suggested trying to get both those picks and maybe something else for one of our second round picks that's earlier with the Bills, because you could still get that center.
Like if we
The
get
number one center is not supposed to go to
if we lose
The
this
fourth
one-
round,
if we
yeah.
lose this week and certain teams win, we could get to the fifth pick. If we get to the
That's
fifth pick,
crazy.
you trade that fifth pick in the second round to the Bills. You get both of their seconds. Guess what? Yes, you're trading an early pick, but we have two. We take the Panthers pick. We draft either a guard or a defensive end, and then at the end of the third round, you get the best center because he's
Let me
rated-
tell you something.
He's rated as a fourth round pick. we could get him,
I-
and then you get a defensive tackle.
I love your 5th pick for 2 second-rounder ideas, but I think you're selling it way short. I think you can trade our like 37th overall pick for probably both those second-round picks to the Bills, and you get a team that's desperate, that needs the quarterback, needs that guy, but isn't in the top 5 because of whatever reason, and you literally. The only reason Ryan Poles has a fucking job is because the way he fleeced the fucking Panthers.
Yeah,
If you
that is
can,
really it.
if you can trade 5 for like, let's say 17 and 34,
Maybe even
something
like 10
that,
or 11. You know, you get there and then trade back again.
that'd be crazy. And then you still take your tackle that you want to get, and then you're building up income. And I'm telling you, if you please hire Lewis Riddick or Ryan Clark.
And the only reason I know you love Ryan Clark. The only reason I said Lewis Riddick, he's super smart and has already been in GM.
All right, so Lewis Riddick is on my radar too. I say Ryan Clark all the time because Ryan Clark, everything he says is just like I'm scooping it
Yes.
up. I'm like Ezekiel Elliott eating that shit. It's
Yes.
everything he says is amazing, and he doesn't sugarcoat anything.
I would just be worried about having a rookie.
It's like
GM.
Yeah, that's why I don't think he'll end up in Chicago
But
because
Lewis
he
Riddick
says-
Lewis Riddick was talked about before Ryan Poles.
Yeah, Lewis Riddick would have been great too.
Yeah.
Like a warm cup of yogurt.
Sounds pretty
at
good
a
right
sperm
now.
bank, you're just eating it up.
Dude,
Yeah,
hey, Lewis Riddick, Ben Johnson sound like
Facts.
a great 1-2
Oh
punch,
my
don't they?
God,
Yep, I'm ready.
Hey, I said
And
this.
then-
This is
and
not
then
going to
New Orleans.
happen.
dude, it's like you just came in my fucking ears.
This
That
is
was
not going to happen. But hey,
magical.
Aaron Glenn, let's just take both of Detroit's. Equal head coaches, offense, defense.
Okay.
Now,
Not happening, but I'm just saying.
That's why I said we
now the cocaine's kicking.
That's
in.
right.
He's getting.
Yeah.
He's getting.
Hey, what do you guys think is more likely? You two to do a line or the Bears get an offensive line?
Oh man,
Look,
that might be
as,
equal
the Bears,
right
the
there.
Bears get a line because I'm never doing that. shit.
Honestly,
as a man who's never done cocaine, yeah, that's right. You guys are probably like, fuck that.
Hey,
very
we'll
surprising.
take bets. Give me a call.
But that is a crazy fucking question.
That
Actually,
is actually a really
because
good
if I had to
I've
like
been
put
thinking
my
about it the
mortgage on
whole
it,
time.
if I had to like bet actual money that belonged to me on it, I'd be like, hey, Judd, I guess we gotta fucking do this because we ain't got shit for no line, bro.
Would it get us,
Would
a
you
Super
guys?
Bowl?
Here's a follow up. Would you guys do a line if we were guaranteed a top 5 offensive line next year?
No.
Let me tell you something. Not only would I do a line, we're guaranteed a top 5 offensive
Have
line.
you seen that?
I'll do
video
a
of
goddamn
Batman?
line off of Henry's stomach if we're guaranteed a top 5 offensive line.
I'm gonna need
and
a
then
Super Bowl.
Then Judd's gonna lick that
Deal.
fucking
Oh,
line.
fuck.
yeah.
Now we're
Hey.
nuts.
We're getting a Super Bowl. You're doing it then. Deal.
And I'm just
We
gonna
gotta win a
sit
Super
here
Bowl.
and watch it all happen.
I already owe us a naked episode from
Yes,
a
and that's
previous
coming.
bet, so
That's
And,
And-
so are you.
thank you,
sick that day.
thank you so much for all you guys keep reminding me. Oh yeah, if North Carolina house Bill Belichick, I'll do the next episode naked.
Did
I'm
you
gonna
see
get
that
naked.
comment? How we don't know shit about college football? You guys see that one?
Yeah, I
don't.
saw it.
I did.
I mentioned that to that guy's mom when I was done fucking her. So we appreciate that comment. There you go. I don't know much about college football, but I know that Judd was balls deep in your
Yeah.
mom.
He was,
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Hey, he's balls deep like Aaron Rodgers is banging your high school crush.
he was in her end zone.
That's the best meme you said.
Jets getting Aaron Rodgers is like banging your high school crush when she's 40 and has 4 kids.
It finally happens. The Jets are like, we got it. We got the one we want. Oh no, it's all roast beefy and ruined.
Oh,
What?
it goes back
The
to
city
normal.
of New York does really well to make sure Chicago isn't the worst place ever.
I have to thank you. Literally, New York Jets.
New York Giants too, both of you.
You're both awful. You're crazy stat. Had the Giants not won that game yesterday, the New York Rangers would have had more wins in that stadium than the Giants did because they had a game this year and won. They had not won a home game all year.
Have the Jets won one there? I'd have to look because I'm pretty sure total they haven't won more than 2 as a franchise, and they play 16 there, folks.
The Jets are just awful. Like right down there.
Yeah.
And
The Jets do so well to make me feel not as bad about our
But
team.
their quarterback does still own the Bears. I hope he sells this year. I really
well,
do.
here's the thing. Do you think so next week,
I'll take him as the owner.
next week-
100% I would.
him and Danica Patrick come in by the team and yeah.
I could stare at Danica.
Does
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers get his 500th touchdown pass next week? He didn't get a single one this game, even though 2 were thrown by Kenny Pickett. Yeah, you suck, Aaron Rodgers. Kenny
you guys
Pickett
see
comes
that
in and
play?
throws
Hey,
it.
how about Kenny Pickett with that play?
The insane.
Y'all saw that play, right? Where he threw himself in a somersault?
Yeah, he's out there like, hey, Vikings, sign me next year. I'll be
looks
your
like that
guy.
bowling videos where people don't let go of the ball. That's what he did. He goes, "Yeah," just did a somersault.
It was insane.
It
But
looked like it was a glitch.
Aaron Rodgers has been sitting at $4.99 for this. Next week will be his third game sitting at $4.99.
You know, it's really
Him
great.
and Devontae just keep talking about it. I'm not gonna lie. Aaron Rodgers, I hate the guy because of what he did to the Packers, blah, blah, blah. But if he does not get to $4.99, he has to come back next year because it's gonna drive
that
him
would fuck
nuts.
me out too.
Well,
gonna drive him.
he's going to come back, but he's going to get let go or traded for a 7th-round pick.
Who the fuck you think signs Aaron Rodgers?
Minnesota Vikings.
I mean, that would
They're
be
not going to sign Sam Darnold, so
that
there
would
you
be the
go.
dream.
God,
All
how
right.
do they let Sam Darnold just go?
They have to
'Cause
he's
they're
going
gonna have to
pay him.
he's going to ask for
Hold
100
up.
million, 200 million.
So going back to it again, my thought process. Number one, I think it's insane to sign these like mid-level quarterbacks, and you're paying a premium for these guys, and unless you're paying a premium for like a top 5 guy, we see what happens to these teams. You're in like basically NFL purgatory, making the playoffs year after year, but getting taken out by the good guys.
Yeah, by the
And
better
you
quarterback.
have no roster because you're overspending like they're an elite level talent. They're not. And then when I'm looking at the Vikings roster construction right now and how many project QBs, second chance QBs they have signed right now, it feels like they are just fucking doing like early scouting. And like, all right, any of these guys, we have anything here? You know, we got McCarthy, Daniels, you know, whatever. Daniel Jones, rather. I'm like, yeah, like it feels like they're already.
Can you imagine being a
decided that
Vikings
he's not gonna be
fan
here.
and you go into next year and they tell you Daniel Jones is your starting quarterback? I'd be livid.
Well,
livid.
We got to see what JJ does in the offseason, 1. And 2, I just, as we were discussing before, the coach of the Vikings has literally said, give me a fucking homeless fucking asshole off the street and I'll win fucking enough games to get in the playoffs.
I got these 2 wide receivers you can just fucking throw it to every time.
Sam Darnold
Yeah.
and
TJ Hawkinson as well.
credit
Yeah,
credit to
that's good.
Henry because he's spot on point again going back to the New York Jets. Sam Darnold failed because the New York Jets failed. Geno Smith failed because the New York Jets failed. Geno Smith is fucking murdering in Seattle. Sam Darnold's murdering in
Both
Minnesota.
going to make the playoffs.
Lot of good weapons. Don't get me wrong. Like a lot of teams have weapons. The Bears are one of them. We suck. But like what Sam Darnold has done, I think
Yeah.
if I'm Sam Darnold, I'm gonna bet on myself, and I want a minimum of
100%.
4 or 5 year contract.
4
and
to 5.
It's gonna
somewhere.
be guaranteed somewhere in like the $120 million range.
Well, how much do you think he's going to get a year?
someone's going to pay it.
Colin Coward made a video saying he thinks he's going to get 50.
Listen to this.
Whoa.
50 mil for Sam Darnold.
No.
We're gonna be
I
paying
said
Caleb
40.
Williams $100
But
million.
I said 40.
$40 million a year for
I
Sam
mean, they're
Darnold.
talking about Justin Fields still getting 30 plus even in this offseason.
No, it's just I don't think Justin Fields.
From the bench?
No,
Justin Fields from the bench?
I know.
Damn good backup quarterback though.
he's a good backup
Really, though.
quarterback, but you can get those for Sam Darnold. Daniel.
Yeah, for all you Bears fans out there that still
Everywhere.
want Justin Fields, maybe he'll sign you to his fake football team
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we don't want him and we don't want you either.
Yeah, fucking Justin Fields.
Hey
Putting
man,
on that.
I love Justin Fields. Again,
I'm beginning to love him less because of the people that don't want to love Caleb.
Well, I don't
Still
love.
him.
I don't. Yeah, that's my problem. It's not Justin Fields. It's the guys that
All right.
fucking
the people that are comparing
shit on Caleb because of it.
saying that Fields and
They're
is better
shitting
than
on Caleb
Williams.
still. It's blowing my mind.
That throw by Caleb Williams that got called back,
Oh
that
my God.
touchdown.
Yeah.
Judd knows exactly what I'm talking about because when it happened, we both like blood started flowing like in places. It was insane. He's in the air, like the way he throws. There's maybe 5 fucking guys. Patrick Mahomes is one of them that can make that throw as accurate as that throw. And I know that the wide receiver is wide open, but that's the fucking point. If he has time and motherfuckers get open and catch with the hand,
I did hear though.
He's pretty all right.
I have read that he's having a little trouble reading defenses.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that same report you're talking about in practice.
Yeah,
but
so-
I don't know the source on
I don't
that.
know. I don't know either. I mean,
I think one of those internet things because they love to post fake shit about Caleb.
I will say
constantly.
this. I will say this. If you do watch the game, he does seem to be flipping way too fast. His head's
Well, you got
slow
to
down.
think about it too. 3 offensive coordinators in one season. You know, I'm not going to sit here and just make excuses for him forever because no 3.
Who's the third one?
We had
the
you
guy
had
now.
Shane Waldron,
He
Thomas
doesn't
Brown,
count.
another
You
guy
know
now.
Thomas Brown's
He's
called.
not. No, I think he's got too much on his fucking plate.
Dude, if you look at Thomas Brown on the sideline,
Regardless,
he's got the play sheet.
regardless, the point still stands. I just feel like he's been dealt a giant shit sandwich.
Oh yeah, a bear sandwich.
A giant
But-
jet sandwich.
Got
but-
McCaskey
A
out in the middle of
McCaskey
nowhere.
sandwich.
The two things I need from him for next season that I have to see is I need to see him get more aggressive. I don't care if he throws fucking 15 picks next year rather than what 6 he's at right now.
Yeah.
Because he's not turning the ball over, but he's overthrowing people by 15 fucking yards.
I'd rather
So I
him
need
throw
deep ball
10 picks
accuracy.
than hold the ball too long. 100%.
Well, that's the next thing I was going to. So it's deep ball accuracy number 1 and holding on the ball too long number 2 and trying to make shit happen, which is great every once in a while, but not consistently.
Did you guys see that play where all 4 of our receivers on the team, the tight
went to
end,
the same spot?
were in the same circle?
Terrible
It's
play
it.
calling.
Same as the plays where our
Who designed
offensive
that
line
play? A
is
child?
Well, I
blocking
watched
each other.
I watched a breakdown of that play, and it looked like it was, I can't remember if it was a mesh or a flood, but they had 3 people going. It looked like DJ just fucked up
Yeah, 'cause he stopped.
because he stopped and he went to the same spot too. So I think number 1 is a bad play call, but also 2. But by the way, too, why is DJ Moore all of a sudden not knowing how to run routes and getting confused
Because
all
they
the
keep
time?
having him do these 2-yard fucking
What's the thing?
drops.
It's coaching though. Like
It's bad
but
coaching, and
Justin Fields could get him the ball all year last year.
so here's the thing.
And I think that's why DJ's so upset this year. That's why I think you need to bring him in with Caleb to have their input on our next head coach.
Yeah, and they need
Because
to,
otherwise, you got to either trade DJ, or bring him in.
no, they need to live with each other all.
Yeah,
Literally,
DJ
Caleb
Moore,
Williams,
Roma
DJ
Dunze,
Moore.
and Caleb need to go live together
Yeah.
in a house.
Go to the fucking same
Go.
compound that Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers
goes
went to with his ayahuasca.
like cave and shit. And you,
Oh.
and you
An
drink your
ayahuasca
own-
retreat.
Now
like,
we're talking
they
more
need-
my stuff here.
They need to figure that out. Also, Caleb Williams, right? So you look at him when he was at USC, and I get it. It's college. He had a better line. He had blah, 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 blah. But if you look at the way Caleb Williams was allowed to play at USC, he was just allowed to play. He was allowed to, like, figure some stuff out, and clearly he's not having to read NFL-level defenses. Caleb Williams is literally like a guy that, like, he got locked up for some bullshit, and, like, he was trying to figure out how to live, like, on the yard.
Yeah.
Like, not get in trouble, but also, like, not be, like, showboating. He's doing just enough to fucking survive out there, and then he's overthrowing guys like fucking
He
crazy.
just want to throw it
He's
back.
underthrowing guys like crazy. He's like, man, if I get picked, they're gonna fucking rape my ass.
So
Yeah.
Like, he's like fucking scared to
Do you
play
think
football.
that was like just because of Eberflus and the cover 2 and, like we win the turnover battle and all that? You think that was just coached into him this year?
yes.
100%.
Here's a question for you
Eberflus-
guys.
He's just,
Eberflus will not be on any coaching staff next year because he fucking is garbage. He won't even be a college level.
Maybe he'll be
coordinator.
Bill Belichick's
Somewhere.
defensive coordinator.
I would be surprised.
USC.
I would be surprised if he even gets hired by a college.
well, he'll get
All right, so
back.
can you guys tell me who's the last quarterback to win a Super Bowl that kind of had a head coach that just let him do whatever he want, but when things went awry, that's why he got traded? Russell Wilson
yeah.
and Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
How would you feel
Limited.
about Pete Carroll?
So, wait, before
I
wait,
initially was like, I don't want him at all.
wait,
But we want Caleb to have that freedom, right? Not feel boxed. in
I
like we just
literally was
talked
going to ask this question, which complements yours perfectly. But like, say Ben Johnson's off the board and Vrabel's off the board.
about. Yeah,
So now you're next to that next tier, right? Those guys are gone. Those aren't an option.
I didn't like him.
Do
at
you like
first.
Pete Carroll?
I like
you
Pete
like-
Carroll because Pete Carroll will let the Bears get an offensive coordinator that they
Well,
want for
yes,
Caleb.
and he can
Hey,
hire people.
Hey, Caleb, who do you want? Who do you think's the guy? Pete Carroll's going to let him do his thing.
All right,
Look at Russell Wilson.
couple
The
problems.
minute Russell Wilson got a head coach with stance, Sean, what's his name? Out of Denver.
Peyton?
Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Sean Payton and him, head coach wants to play. He wants to play. Didn't work. Pete Carroll's like, you do your thing, dude.
So let's
That's all I'm
start
saying.
start off. Biggest issue with Pete Carroll. He's 72.
Yeah,
Correct.
and that is an
73
issue.
My next biggest
My next
issue
year
with
will
Pete
be-
Carroll is he coached at USC, and I'm a Notre Dame fan. I had to watch that fucking asshole chew his gum like he fucking owed him money.
You know the
for
last time-
fucking every stage chewing his gum like it fucking like he caught it beating his fucking dog. He fucking
You've been
can't
very-
stand the way he
Hey,
been
feels.
Kevin Warren, slow down.
You've
This is
been
why we
very-
don't have Jim Harbaugh.
Can't stand it.
You've been very ageist today.
Yeah, I am ageist.
You're talking about 70-year-old men are too bad and 40-year-old women aren't even any, and they've had too many kids. And I told you the thing goes back to normal. It's fine. You're all right. Knock it off.
Hey, whatever you gotta tell yourself, Joe.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I love you, 40-year-old women with
Hey, I didn't
kids.
say I wouldn't love you.
because think
I
about
just
it, right?
don't want to.
For an evening.
The reason the Bears don't have currently the best head coach available in Jim Harbaugh is because Kevin Warren didn't like another guy.
Yeah.
I
So,
want to
we're
say
not gonna
no,
hate on
no,
Pete
no,
Carroll.
no. The reason the Bears didn't go after Harbaugh is because they would have had to pay him. Even if Kevin Warren was like, "Hey, let's do
Kevin
this,"
Warren didn't interview
they,
him on
they,
purpose.
they would not have fucking paid Jim Harbaugh. And Jim Harbaugh came out and he said, I'm interested in 2 teams. 2.
The Bears and the Chargers.
No,
Oh,
the Raiders and the Chargers.
exactly.
He wanted to be in LA. His family's in LA. He wants to be out there.
Harbaugh's never
All I've
coming
been seeing
to
is all
Chicago.
these articles about how he wanted to interview the Bears.
I don't think those are true.
I've seen just as
I've
many
seen so
articles
many
about
after the opposite.
how he didn't want to
Yep.
talk to the Bears at all because the way they had done. So like when people talk about the Bulls and how shitty that is, and like how, like think of all the players that haven't come back, all the things like because of the way they got done dirty. Like the McCaskies did that to a lot of players and coaches and staff,
Yep.
and guys like Jim Harbaugh remember that. Jim Harbaugh didn't come and coach with the Bears when he was coaching and working his way up in the NFL, specifically because he said, no, I saw the way that they treat their staff and their players. I don't want to be a part of it.
Yep.
He wouldn't have come here. They would have
I
had
don't
to pay
think it
him
would have
$20 million a
pipe
year.
dream.
And I would have loved it. And I think he's worth $20 million a year.
Yeah.
But Jim Harbaugh, just like, I mean, not that we want Mike Singletary or anything, but Mike Singletary, when he went to San Fran, they're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. He's like, nah, man, like, I don't want to be a Ron Rivera when he left. He was so fucking excited to leave.
Let's bring him in. Ron Rivera.
Ron Rivera was so excited to leave because
Not a
he
head
knows
coach.
he saw the way they did
I'll take him
the
a defensive
players he
coordinator.
played with. Like,
Yeah.
like what did Mike Ditka say about the
Sure.
Bears in the 80s? The McCaskies throw around nickels like they're sewer
Like
cats.
like they're manhole covers.
Yeah, it's like, it's insane. He saw,
They're terrible.
they've been that way.
They're terrible humans.
We lucked into this hat. We lucked into 85 because we had just the best fucking situation.
and squandered that team.
And we had Ditka, we had fucking
Well, like you
Buddy
said,
Ryan.
we drafted
Buddy Ryan,
offensive linemen early in draft.
O-line.
What a
D-line,
shock.
we
But
had
also
sweetness.
that
Like,
was the brother that hired Finks, right? To
Yeah.
draft everybody, and apparently now Virginia had that man.
yeah,
killed.
she was like, "You're winning.
I
Let's do
told you.
that,
Can't have you winning.
motherfucker."
Virginia wanted the team.
Allegedly, please.
George Ellis Jr. had to take a back seat.
We're gonna start a
underground.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe for figuring out this case. You know, it's a cold file. We're gonna get into it because if that's the way that we get the Bears to sell,
Yeah.
that Hold My Beer
If we
figures
reopen that
out.
case, Virginia might finally call it a life.
Yeah.
4 dumbasses cracked fucking case.
Would that be hilarious? If
Bears.
it came into it, like just became a true
I
crime
mean,
podcast.
We're now going to get a new job. We're set.
Yeah, we started off in the sports and comedy lane. Now we're in the true
I'm gonna get a
crime
phone
lane.
call when I leave here. Hi, I represent Virginia, and we'd like to offer you guys quite a bit of money if you,
You guys
guys.
need
Yeah.
all season
Stop
tickets and
talking about
100 grand
Virginia.
each.
No, we don't want season tickets. Didn't you listen to Henry's dad's fucking voicemail? Fuck you guys.
All of a sudden, next week we have like a super nice studio with some plush couches. And
We're-
like,
we're-
I'm not gonna lie, man. Keep the McCaskies. Big fan of Virginia.
Virginia's been
Yeah.
doing a great thing.
Not me.
Not
I can't
gonna
be
lie.
bought. I can't be bought.
Here, Joe.
Shamrock's been going on her all week.
Yeah, until they fucking send you a bunch of guitars and banjos. and
It's like
shit.
he's
I
like,
got enough
hey,
guitars.
this
and banjos.
$30,000 bando says otherwise.
Judd, how do you feel about that stat? There's a reason why the Bulls will never get better. That was last season.
Oh, that stat is.
Henry, you got to send me these stats ahead of time and let me know when you're gonna put
Yeah,
them
the-
on, so I can just
The
throw
Bulls
them on
attendance.
screen.
We
The
have
Bulls
the best
attendance,
attendance.
number 1 last year in all of the NBA with one of the worst rosters on
Wait, wait. Repeat that one more time. Sorry, you guys talking over each other.
The Bulls, number 1 in NBA attendance last season with the shitty roster they had.
number one.
You know what that's called? Jerry Reinsdorf not needing to worry about getting better players.
No, that's because LeBron's a better player than Jordan. That's the only reason that's happening. Obviously, you know.
Whoa.
Get out.
I mean, obviously.
You
Let me tell you
That was a
something.
dig
Is
at
this
LeBron.
yours? Is this
that was
yours?
a dig at LeBron.
It's mine.
Yeah,
And
but
so
you,
is
no,
now
no,
the-
but you're right.
Damn.
Just dumb it
But here's
over.
the thing.
He's back now.
Let me tell you
Point,
something.
though.
You want to get me and Judd fucking ready to fucking fight you for just insanely
Bring
great.
Judd out of the fighting.
Talk
realm
about
now.
how LeBron James is better than Michael.
It's
Jordan.
just fucking
You guys-
ridiculous.
It's retarded. The guy's been playing for 20 years and he's barely broken a bunch of stats.
Like 20.
And he also owns every bad stat. That's what nobody mentions.
Hey, I got a good thing about this.
Okay, hit me with
Did you guys hear this? So LeBron, he kind of took a step back from the team, like he's doing this.
Yeah,
now.
because he's 100.
No. I heard it's because his connection to Diddy.
Uh-oh.
Did you not?
Well,
see
that
those
sounds
videos?
okay.
Perfect.
Hold up.
Did you
Y'all
not
just
see
keep
how
bring-
LeBron
bringing
he
up
always used
Diddy.
to talk about? Hey, there ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Okay.
LeBron has a video
Okay.
saying this.
Let's wait for a second here. Does this not sound awfully parallel and similar to the whole Jordan gambling thing?
Jordan
This
was a
is
gambler.
fucking people making
No,
memes
no,
though
no.
for conspiracies.
No.
Like his father wasn't killed because of his gambling. debts.
Okay.
I
LeBron
don't
is
bel-
actually
Alright,
it's
stating
not
going
true.
to Diddy parties though.
I'm not saying that he wasn't at
Okay.
a Diddy party, but everybody was at a Diddy party. I
Are
would have
you-
been
are
there.
you-
if I
are
was
you-
I would've
invited.
had a Diddy party.
Just go with it.
You,
I wouldn't have a Diddy
you know how much lube I have unused right now? I have a spare room of just pure lube.
Yeah, because all them Diddy parties.
And
you
Diddy
plan going
pictures
to.
on the wall.
I
Fucking dude, come on, man. LeBron
Fucking
James.
dudes. No, that was. Geez, you guys missed the entire context of the joke, but it's
You
fine.
you want to fuck dudes like
We'll
LeBron
just continue
James?
on. I mean,
All right, you heard it here, folks. Bobby's gay for LeBron James. I mean, it's not shocking to any of us that know him. He loves the black meat. So
shout out Mo.
What are you guys
shout out
For
to
the night,
Mo.
buddy.
Throw a picture.
Love you, Mo.
Mo's
we'll
like,
we'll
no,
throw a picture of Mo.
take that shit down. I don't want that up now.
Yeah. He gave us permission to use this photo one time.
I
This
like-
time he's like, no, I'm rescinding the permission.
I like white bitches, not white bitches.
What are your guys' thoughts on this? NHL adapts the Premier League thought of making the OHL the league under them, and we have relegation in the NHL. So now you have the worst team in NHL gets demoted.
I mean, I love all of those types of ideas.
Because the
every time.
OHL, there's enough teams up there.
But no owners
Yeah.
would vote that rule in. That's the thing. The owners had to vote the rule in. I think it's a beautiful idea.
It's a
I
great
think it's
idea.
fucking
Let's make them now
amazing.
actually have to pay people and
It's
do stuff.
an
But-
amazing idea that will never happen.
But as a,
I
as
love
a
it.
billionaire owner, you'd be like, oh, so if
Then
my
how do they get
team's
it
bad,
happening
I'm
over
out
How do they get
Yeah.
it to happen in the Premier League?
because they forced it.
Yeah, because Europeans have
Sounds like a
socialism,
plan.
dude. Because they have socialism. We don't have that here. We're a fucking
Yeah,
democracy.
get one of those fucking
We breed
teams to
red,
buy the
white,
Bears.
and blue here.
Hey, Mark Cuban sold a lot of his shares in the Mavericks. Come on over. We'll take you on the Cubs
Oh
yeah.
man, can you imagine Mark Cuban as the owner of the Bears?
of any of our franchises.
I'd
You
fuck
could
with
take
that.
all of them.
I'd
take-
fuck with that.
I'll take Mark Cuban. He can just buy the entire city. It's fine. It's yours.
I own it now. It's
You
called
own it.
Cuba.
We'll give you a
Oh,
discount.
Cuba. All of a sudden, you go down Lakeshore Drive, and it's just all a bunch of 50s fucking cars going down. It's like,
What?
Hey,
Things have
And,
gotten way better in Chicago.
You guys,
Yeah, things are
cigars
looking
here all the
great.
time.
do you guys know this? So you know the Minnesota Vikings, they built their new stadium. Do you know what road that is on?
What's that, buddy?
That would be Chicago Avenue. And they tried to
Wow.
petition to get it changed, and the city said, nah.
Now we like Chicago.
So the Minnesota Vikings play on Chicago Avenue. That's
Yeah, good. They can say they own us
Fun
too.
fact.
now. Great.
Well, no, Aaron Rodgers and Minnesota owns us.
Everybody owns us. We suck, dude. How many fucking wins have we
We're
gotten?
very bad, dude.
So the
Hey,
only team.
if San Fran gets blown out tonight, you know, Kyle Shanahan might get let go.
Oh, stop with the
That'd be
shit.
great.
I get over it. I'm kidding. We're not getting
Look,
I know. I
We're
want
not
to.
getting
Hey,
him.
Henry,
Nuts.
you say this and it reminds me of.
please.
I go back to 12-year-old Shammy. Now picture this, if you will. No tattoos, full
His
head
name was David at the
of
time.
long flowing hair. And there I am, 320 pounds in my bed, just sweating and masturbating. And I'm like, oh,
So much has changed.
someday I won't be like this. And here I am, just sweating and masturbating still, but covered in tattoos. You're like a young child who's like, oh no, it could
Relax,
happen.
relax.
I know it's not gonna happen. Kyle Shanahan comes to, I'm telling you right now. I know I made the joke about being naked. These guys won't like it. Full fucking American flag, Speedo, whole episode if the Bears hire Kyle
You gotta wear
Shanahan
a
as their next
Borat
head coach.
one.
Borat style. 150% I will do it. Whole episode. It's just gonna be a
It's-
big blur.
It's gonna be a whole solo episode.
They're just gonna they're gonna make me hold like one of those blur like
No, yeah.
signs in front of me.
We're gonna put the old cum shield out in front of fucking Henry over here.
I'm just going to buy some horse blinders, and I'm just going to do the whole show like this.
Judd, you're a goddamn liar. For the first episode ever, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'll sit next to Sham." Well, yeah, why not?
Well, why did you guys move the seats around? What's going on over there?
How come Sham's sitting on a stool upside down? I'm all in, brother.
My favorite
Welcome
number.
to the show, Kyle.
My favorite number in football is 69.
Fuck yeah.
But I did get to see your asshole last week. That was cool. We didn't get to talk about it much.
Asshole's a good thing.
Well, I saw more balls than asshole.
Whoa.
This is when you guys decided drunkenly to come back from the Christmas party before we filmed the Christmas special.
You don't remember?
And I opened the door to Shamrock's asshole and balls. He's like, man, you saw right in there. I actually saw his heartbeat from behind.
Yeah,
It
my
was kind of
fucking little
amazing.
brown. I was like,
So, Sham, how do you feel about the Cracker of the Year award?
Great transition.
yeah, he's like, let's stop talking about Sham's butthole. Speaking of great cracks, how about the Cracker of the Year award? I think it's amazing. that,
Antonio Brown giving out his own award.
Here's my
What?
thing.
Would you explain the Cracker of the
You
Year
know, you
award,
didn't see
please?
Cracker of the Year award?
You got all
He
these
made his
crazy
own.
made up awards.
Yeah, Antonio Brown made his own award, and he made a whole thing about it. He has Tom Brady on there, Shane Gillis. He had Pat McAfee, and then he also had a couple other people. There was actually a black guy on the list. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
And he
Otherwise,
handed
it
out
would
the
have been
award.
racist.
He handed out the award to Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis said it's better than winning a Grammy.
100%.
Antonio Brown has officially just. I think he went to too many Diddy parties. Like that
Yeah.
dude has lost his mind.
Yeah, he's got major.
His fingers are flipping off the keyboard all the
It's-
time as he's typing tweets.
He's sitting at home. He's like, you know what I'll do? I'll make a Crack of the Year award. Fuck it, I'm doing it. I got the money, and he just started doing.
That's
it.
the most sanest thing he's
He
done.
put on a suit and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm doing it." And then Shane Gillis was like, "Okay, this is cool. I'll take an award. You fucking crazy fuck."
Did he come get his award?
He presented like via the internet.
Yeah.
He did collect it.
Yep.
He was proud.
Everybody who was nominated came.
Yeah.
It was just universal.
Yeah, it was like a party at Bobby's sister's
Yeah.
house. Everybody came.
Shout out Aaron. Love you, buddy.
Shout out.
But she's got multiple shout outs for
Oh
just
yeah.
for fucking
Oh
like-
yeah, for a shouter, you got to shout it.
Yeah,
out.
Henry, you were just killing the
What are you doing?
I was trying to look up the list.
What?
Yeah,
what's
you
your
know what's
volume
up?
down, you
Stop
the
fucking
volume
looking
down.
at porn while we're fucking
He
doing
throws
this
his
show.
phone on the microphone stand. He's got the volume up. Is this your first
I
day?
didn't even hear that.
Oh, we did.
well, everybody else did.
Well, you guys got excited.
I think they could do a drinking game every time Henry throws his phone down. Do-do-do.
Oh, there we
Now he's
go
playing the
again.
Packer song.
Turn
we
the
do-
volume
we
up.
don't, we don't have the rights to use that music, Henry. We're gonna get sued,
Block that out, Bobby.
and then Virginia's gonna have to pay us even more money for our silence.
For our
Hush money from
I
Virginia.
mean, you guys are going to go and silence her, right?
what would they sell
That's-
the team to Putin for?
$1.
just to piss off Trump, they'd probably do it. They'd.
You know that's the theory that Trump went and became president because the NFL owners wouldn't let him be an owner, right? That it's this all revenge tour.
Let me tell you something. If that's a thing, I love it. It's like the best, worst reason to do something. I can't own the NFL. I'll own the country.
I like,
on the planet.
well, I like the
Fuck you.
I like the other theory, which is just that was at the fucking was it the presidential dinner or whatever they do, the correspondence dinner,
Yeah.
and it was just because they went up and just shit talked him, like well I'm president, and then all this is like, well I guess I'll run then, like oh really yeah. I'm a joke, huh?
Look, I know we don't really talk.
Yeah, we're not talking politics
on here,
at
but-
all, but you just have to admit that is a badass story, though.
pretty funny.
It's a
If that's
great
how he
story.
did it, it's just like I don't like how they made jokes about me that time. I'm gonna run the country for 8 years.
I don't remember being this broke when the mean fucking orange face guy was in office. So I'm excited. That's all I'll say.
He's a mean orange face.
He can be mean and orange face and say stuff on Twitter and hurt everybody's feelings. But if I got
That was
fucking
very
money in
South
my pocket,
generation.
then everybody's like, "Oh no, that money is not important." Okay, then give me yours. Give me yours and have whoever the fuck you want run the country. Just give me.
I
your
will
money.
agree with that. But
Yeah,
let's
fucking
pull this
bullshit ass.
back on the rails.
We're not
here.
pulling back anything.
Well, we're definitely not pulling out.
What are you talking about? We've sold the team to Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
We can't go back.
World's over. Look, and we're close to the end of the show,
right.
which is awesome. So fuck you. Thank you for listening. Oh, shout out to Ryan Boston again. We didn't mention.
Oh
him very
man,
Yeah,
Magic
Ryan
Mike.
Boston, man. By the way, dude, thank you so
much.
much.
Dude, thank you for the Tito's.
Genuinely appreciate it.
Thank you for the Bush Light, and thank
Love
you
you,
for
brother.
not being here, fucking just laughing the whole time.
No, come over and laugh. I
Oh,
love.
God,
I love
well,
Ryan.
we
Boss,
won't-
that's my
we'll
guy.
bring him
man.
in.
We won't be able to hear anything.
He's so great.
He's
Well,
the
that's what
loudest laugher
we get the
ever.
mute button, you know.
Oh, we got to figure it out. And now we're gonna go into the next phase where we just talk about fucking all sorts of everything up.
Yeah.
Sit on my PHACE face.
Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys.
Yeah, shout out.
We'll see you guys soon. Sell the team, boys.
Sell the team.
Sell the team.
Sell the team. Sell the team.
Sell the team.
Hold my beer. Sell the team.
We're on a mission today.